Grand Rising is your favorite gotcha girl or least favorite gotcha girl, depending upon which side of karma you fall. Here with today's tarot and oracle card reading for Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Well, I'm on Long Island in New York State in the US of A. And we got a storm. We got a storm, right? The snow just started falling and it's still falling. So, yeah, Spirit says it's a backfired freezer spell collective. Energy can be neither created nor destroyed. So if somebody's sending you negative energy and your team is tired and your ancestors say hell to the gnaw, this freezer spell ain't freezing shit except the outdoors. It is what it is. They wanted me to not go to work today, I guess. What y'all meant for my downfall? It's just another great snow day for me. I'll be home, roasty toasty, probably watching some Supernatural. I'm going through it again. And now knowing what I know, it's all different. But anyway, y'all, let's get into this. It looks like it's a bit of a love reading. A bit of a love reading. Let's get into it. The Seven of Cups is the main energy. So there could be something about options or illusions. Now, what I'm getting is illusions. Could be us have kept ourselves in illusions in reference to this relationship. And I believe, again, I do believe it's romantic. Maybe it doesn't have to be for everybody, but I feel like it is romantic. Illusions. Let's go. We got that supported by the Six of Swords, which is I left you before you could leave me. And again, that's what the Six of Swords is about. Just they're leaving. They're leaving. Whoever you desired this relationship with. And some of you, this person leaving may even have been you. You may have been the one who has abandonment issues, and all your life people have been in and out. Nobody's been consistent. Nobody has stayed. And so you've learned. Before y'all can break my heart, I'm gonna break yours. I'm gonna be gone before I'm gonna leave you before you can leave me. And that is a wound that you're gonna have to heal because yes, some people deserve to be left, but not everybody. There's always that one. There's always that one. There's always a Shakisha Sharia around. There's always an earth angel. Case in point, there was a lady, she asked me if I had a cigarette this weekend. And I did, but I didn't have it on me. I said, I do. What room number are you in? She gave me her room number. I went down. She opened the door. She looked so shocked that I actually came. She was like, You came. Yeah. When Shakisha says she's going to do something, she intends to do it. I'm not going to be one of those people who tell you I'm going to give you something and then not give it to you. You know what I mean? And if by chance, some outside force happens and I can't, I'm going to get it to you as soon as I can. Or I'm going to tell you, oh, it was an emergency situation. This is not how I roll. I say it, I do it. I promise it, I deliver. And it occurred to me that this is the majority of humanity these days. You guys will say things, but you don't mean it. You'll tell people you'll give them this and give them that, never do it. So then you wonder why you get that same energy back. But it's because it's what you're giving out. It's what you're giving out. What you give out is what you're going to get back. Next, I feel like this has something to do with the illusions. The illusions. The illusions. It's the Ten of Swords, but it says everything is fine. The timing just wasn't right for us. So you've been telling yourself in this relationship that whatever shortcomings they have, whatever what you perceive to be negative traits or aspects, you've been telling yourself you can overlook it and everything is fine. But it's not. You just refusing to see what's really there. This relationship is no good for you. for whatever reason. There's some toxicity there, and you're only hurting yourself while being in denial. You got to take off the rose colored glasses. We really don't have all these options. You got to get your feet back on the ground. Get your head out of the clouds. Get these swords out of your back, people. You gotta admit what's right there. And we've been working hard, collective. This is in pertaining to the collective. I want to be more than friends. So there's someone we want to be more than friends with, collective. But you can't push the issue. And I'm feeling a really, with the next card that comes along, I'm feeling like if you're a feminine, if you identify as feminine energy is what you like to sit in, regardless of gender, sex, whatever you want to call it. If you reside in your feminine energy mostly, what you have been doing is you've been working hard, but you've been going into your masculine. You've been going into your masculine because you want to be more than friends. You've been trying to force something, this illusion that you've created in your head, telling yourself the whole time everything's going to be all right, but it's not. It's just not, y'all. Then we got the Queen of Wands sideways. We got the Queen of Wands sideways. And for me, I mean, I just flipped it, so this is the way it kind of came out for me, except it would have been pointing to the right side, which is supposedly your masculine side, and your left side is supposedly your feminine side. So this Queen of Wands came out sideways, but she was pointing towards the masculine energy, which also makes me believe that there's a feminine energy who is, you're trying to push like a man. No, we don't do that. We don't do that around here. Keisha don't do that anymore. Collective, we don't do that anymore. We may have been raised up, again, especially if you a woman of color. Everyone else comes first. You gotta give, give, give until you ain't got shit left. You have to do, you have to be, you have to work. Right? If you ain't killing yourself every day to make everyone else happy, you're selfish. You ain't no good. You ain't worth crap, right? But we gotta retrain, man. Keisha's retraining. I'm in my feminine energy from now until I leave this bitch. But that's what I signed up for. To be in my receiving energy. And I understand balance. But again, 40 years in my masculine energy, I'm tired. I want to sit here. I want to look pretty. I want to receive. And that's what I intend on doing. But it says this Queen of Wands is supported by I wish I had treated you better. I'm not sure if someone wishes they had treated this Queen of Wands better, or if this Queen of Wands wishes that she had treated somebody else better. I'm going to ask my yes or no cards real quick. Tell me, Spirit, does this Queen of Wands wish she had treated someone else better? Yes. Okay. So Queen of Wands wishes that she had treated somebody else better. Maybe the one that they're working hard to be more than friends with. But again, then the last card we got is Two of Cups, also coming out sideways. It also came out sideways, pointing to the right side. Came out sideways, pointing to the right side. Right. So this is partnerships, but because it's sideways, I feel like it's a sideways partnership. It's supported by two cards. I love you unconditionally. I feel you, even though we are apart. So I feel like Spirit is saying, whatever, if this is a romantic relationship, that you have just, there's separation, the timing wasn't right, one of you has abandonment issues, and you're always going to run away before you feel, especially when it gets too serious, when you start feel like your emotions are really being invested, you're going to run away, you're going to leave them before they can leave you. or the other person is going to leave you before you leave them. So, in short, I feel like Spirit's just saying, beware, okay? Beware of the illusions. Beware of the illusions. Beware of somebody running away because they're too scared to give you what what you need, what you deserve. Be careful of sitting there in the Ten of Swords, telling yourself that everything is fine when it's not. Beware of pushing too hard, especially if you're supposed to be in your feminine energy, receiving, pushing too hard, but you want it so bad. So you trying to force it with this Queen of Wands sideways. You trying to force it in your masculine energy. You're not the king, you're the queen. Be the queen. Be the queen. In this sideways partnership, relationship, let it go. They love you. You love them. But it's time to look for something different, okay? Unless you want to be in eternal heartache. That is your message for today from Spirit. I hope it was helpful. If it wasn't helpful, I at least hope it was entertaining. And I'll see you again when I have another message.